Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to play another game from the 1961 YASTRZEMSKI career replay. The Red Sox are on a two-game winning streak, having basically destroyed the Los Angeles Angels in the last two games by a combined score of 39-5. So if you haven't checked out those games, definitely check them out. Those were very entertaining. They've won 6 out of their last 10 games, and they'll be starting a 4-game series, weekend series, topped off by a doubleheader on Sunday against the Washington Senators, whom they are 0-2 against so far in the season. They come in with a record of 9-12, which is exactly their record, I believe. Which is their record in the season. And they did win this game by a score of 2-1, so they'll have to win this game to keep up with their pace from 1961. So our goal was to get to 500. I believe they finished 10 games under 500. I think it was 76 and 86, if I'm not mistaken. So our goal is to try to get at least 500 or anywhere above that if possible. Kind of like what Al Red Sox fan is doing with his, I think it's 1960 season, trying to get to 500. Not sure which team was worse. I haven't compared them, but both teams were not that good. So we'll try to get to 500 and go with that. YASTRZEMSKI's rookie season, as this is the YASTRZEMSKI career replay. So it's going to be Bill Mombocat on the mound for the Red Sox against Pete Burnside for the Washington Senators. So Burnside comes in with, on the season, he was 4-9 with 2 saves and a 4.54 earned run average, 113 innings pitched, 106 hits allowed, 49 walks, and 56 strikeouts. So for the Red Sox, Chuck Schilling, the second baseman, will lead it off, followed by YASTRZEMSKI batting second. He's been batting second in the last couple of games anyway. Batting third, who's the hot-hitting Frank Melzone, the third baseman. He's been on a tear the last couple of games. Jackie Jensen will be the cleanup hitter and play right field. Jim Pagaroni behind the plate will bat fifth. Carroll Hardy, the center fielder, bats sixth. Vic Wertz, the first baseman, seventh. Pumpsy Green, the shortstop, batting eighth. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Bill Mombocat. So Schilling comes in hitting .253 with 3 runs batted in. The defense behind Burnside is King, Hinton, and Woodling in the outfield. Hinton getting a start today in center field for the injured Tabsy, or can't remember his name, but he's on the DL. So he'll be getting a start in center. Other than that, it's the regular starting lineup. All 3 of the outfielders with below average range. King and Hinton, outstanding error-wise, will not commit any errors. And Woodling only a few in right. King with the best arm in left field. Hinton in center with an average arm, and Woodling with a slightly below average arm. In the infield, it's Kloss, Mahoney, O'Connell, and Long. All average range, with O'Connell and Kloss commit only a few errors, and Long at first base will commit the most chance of an error at first. Behind the plate is Green, below average range, kind of a high error rating at 11 with a below average arm. So the Red Sox will probably be running if they can get runners on base. And Burnside on the hill, extremely error prone with a rating of 18 and very poor range with a rating of 1. So that's your starting defense behind Burnside. So Burnside looks in for the sign from Green. Here's the windup and the pitch to Schilling. And that is going to be a flyout. So Schilling flies out for out number 1. Hopefully you can see the bottom of the screen here. Normally I play it on a different, a little bit different setting. I'm still playing on my laptop, but a little bit different setting, so I can just barely see the bottom of the screen, but it should end up being okay. So it shouldn't affect anything. But just in case it doesn't, I just want to let you know ahead of time. So next up will be YASTRZEMSKI. He comes in hitting 219. I think he hit 2. So I compared his stats, and he actually has 1 more home run than he did at this point in the season. Exactly the same non-RBIs, and he hit 232 coming into this game. So pretty close to that. So YASTRZEMSKI he steps into the box. Burnside kicks and delivers. And YASTRZEMSKI will strike out. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox. Next comes that hot hitting Frank Malzone hitting 406. Hall of Famer Ted Williams hit 406 back in 1941. A long way from that, as he's only got 32 at bats, but off to a good start with 4 homers and 12 runs batted in. He's been hot as of lately. So 6-4. So Malzone will ground out to third. Klaus picks it up over to long. And the Red Sox go in order in the first. And Bill Monboquette, as you can see, there's so many letters in his name that you can't even fit it on the field. So he comes in with a record of 1-4 in the season. He's been struggling with a 4.50 earned run average. 30 innings pitched, 40 hits allowed. 24 strikeouts and 6 walks. So the Washington Senators lineup is going to be Billy Klaus, the third baseman, bats first. He'll be followed by Danny O'Connell, second baseman. Batting third is Gene Woodlong, the right fielder. Batting cleanup and getting a start in center field is Chuck Hinton. Batting fifth is left fielder Jim King. Dale Long, the first baseman, bats sixth. Gene Green, gotta love that name, behind the plate, bats seventh. Jim Mahoney, the shortstop, bats eighth, and Pete Burnside on the mound will bat ninth. So Billy Klaus hit just 227 with 7 homers and 30 runs batted in. In the 2 games against the Red Sox, he's hitting an even 500. So the defense behind Monboquette is YASTRZEMSKI, Hardy, and Jensen. YASTRZEMSKI average range, Jensen above average, and Hardy average range also. Jensen and YASTRZEMSKI with above average arms, and Hardy with an average arm in center. Jensen the most short-handed in right, and YASTRZEMSKI and Hardy a little bit above average arrow-wise in left and center respectively. In the infield, it's Malzone, Green, Schilling, and Wirtz. Malzone and Wirtz on the corners average range. Green below average, and Schilling above average. Schilling the most short-handed at second, while Green the most error-prone at shortstop. Fagliaroni behind the plate, above average range, but will commit a ton of errors with a slightly below average arm. And Monboquette on the hill with great range and a very low error rating. So Klaus steps into the box. Monboquette looks in for the sign from Pags. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he strikes out Klaus. So good start for Monboquette. Gets the first batter on strikes. Next up will be Danny O'Connell. He's also hitting 500, but in 4 games. So I think I must have played a couple extra games with Washington. But again, we're not going by the replay stats for the other teams other than Red Sox, since we're not playing all the other games. We're primarily only playing the games against the Red Sox. So we'll go by his season stats, which were 260 with a homer and 37 runs batted in. So here's the kick and delivery by Monboquette. And he'll walk O'Connell. So the first base run of the game, as O'Connell reaches on balls. So on the base on balls. So 1 out and 1 on. And that'll bring up Gene Woodling. Woodling, .313 hitter with 10 homers and 57 runs batted in on the season. And he's going to line out to the pitcher. O'Connell dives back safely. So 2 down now for Chuck Hinton getting a start today. Hitting .260 on the season with 6 homers and 34 runs batted in. And he does not draw the walk. And he'll ground out to Melzone at third for out number 3. So after 1 full no score. So Jackie Jensen will lead it off for the Red Sox. Here in the second. Jensen off to a good start in the season. Hitting .387 with 3 homers and 16 runs batted in. And it's going to be a range play. And it's going to be a range play on King. And he's not going to be able to get to it. And Jensen will be on with a single to lead off to second. So a good start for the Red Sox. Pagliarone up now. And he's going to be called on to bunt. Alright, it's going to be a 5-1. And it's a successful bunt. So that'll move up Jensen to scoring position with 1 down. So that'll bring up Pete Burnside. Carroll Hardy. Hardy comes in hitting .289 with 4 runs batted in. See if he can get the run home, put the Red Sox on the board. And he'll fly out for out number 2. So that'll bring up Vic Wertz. Wertz hitting .288 with 5 homers and 13 runs batted in. And he'll ground out to first for out number 3. So the Red Sox cannot score. And after 1.5, no score. So King will lead it off for the Senators. King comes in hit .270 on the season with 11 homers and 46 runs batted in. Here's the kick and deliver by Mambo Cat. And he'll walk King. So leadoff runner is on for the Senators. So that'll bring up Dale Long. .249 hitter on the season with 17 homers and 49 runs batted in. And back-to-back walks. And the Senators are in business. First 2 runners reach. Now Gene Green, the catching machine. It's like Gene the dancing machine. Gene Green, the dancing machine. .280 on the season with 18 homers and 62 runs batted in. So very good hitting catcher. A lot of power. Senators looking to get on the board. Oh. And that is going to be a single off of his card. Off Mambo-Ket's card. That'll bring home the run. And the Senators are on the board first. So 1 run in. Runners on first and second for Mahoney. Number 8 hitter. .241 hitter with 6 runs batted in. Nope, no wild pitch there. And Mahoney will go down on strikes. So Burnside with a chance to help his own cause here. Not a very good hitting pitcher. It's an .059 average and 34 at-bats for the season with an RBI. This could be an error. And that is going to be an error on Pumpsy Green. So that's going to load the bases with one down. Top of the order, Billy Klaus. He struck out his first time up. No, does not get hit by the pitch. And this could be two, possibly. He's got a 0 ground double play. Are we going to try for the double play? Where's the ball hit? Ball gets hit to second base. Yeah, I think we're going to try for the double play. We're not playing in, so yes, we're going to try for that. And we're going to get the middle runner. When a run comes home on the fielder's choice. So Billy Klaus gets himself an RBI. So 2-0 Senators now. As Pagaroni goes out to talk to Monboquette on the mound. Goes back behind the plate. O'Connell up now. He walked his first time up. And does not strike out O'Connell. But he will get him to ground out to Green. And I think we do. Let's see here. I'm not sure.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Alright, so 2 walks and a single. That'll score a run there. So it's first and second, 1 run in. And then the error. So let's just say that it wasn't an error there, and they retired Green, Long. I mean, they retired Klaus. So that would put... No, Burnside is safe on there. So I'll put runners on second and third with 2 down. And that would be the end of the inning there. So I think that, that second run is going to be unearned. There we go. Alright. Alright, so Senators 2-0 lead after 2. It'll be Green, Monboquette, and top of the order Schilling. See if Green can make up for his error. He's hitting .246 on the season with 4 homers and 12 runs batted in. And he'll strike out. So 1 down now from Monboquette, hitting .125 on the season. 8 at bats. So 1 for 8. And that's going to be a range play. Ooh, it's going to be a single too. No, it's going to be a single taken away by O'Connell. So Monboquette is robbed of a hit on the great play by O'Connell for out number 2. Schilling 0 for 1 comes to the plate now. 2 outs and the base is empty, and he's going to strike out. So 3 Ks now for Burnside. After 2.5, it remains Washington 2 and Boston nothing. So Woodling will lead it off. 0 for 1 on the day. And he strikes out. So Monboquette with his 3rd K of the day. Brings up Hinton 0 for 1. And it's not a hit this time off the pitcher's card. Instead, it'll be a fly out to Hardy in center. And squeezes it for out number 2. Jim King up now. Walked and scored. And it's going to be a possible error on a throw here. Oh, and it's against Green. Green could have his 2nd error of the day. And he does not. So luckily they rolled a 20 on the D20. So Green is able to handle this one for out number 3. So we'll head to the 4th. The Red Sox down by 2. Yastrzemski will lead it off. It'll be Yastrzemski, Malzone, and Jensen if anybody gets on Pagaroni. Yastrzemski struck out his first time out. Here's the kick and delivery by Burnside. Yastrzemski does not walk. but he'll fly out to Woodling and right for out number 1. So Malzone up now, 0 for 1 on the day. And he'll fly out to center. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox in the 4th. Brings up Jackie Jensen. Has the only Red Sox hit up to this point. And he flies out to Kane left for out number 3. So the Red Sox, after having scored 39 runs in the last 2 games, have yet to score a run in 4 times at bat. So we head to the bottom of the 4th with Washington with a 2-0 lead. Long, Green, and Mahoney up against Mambo Cap. Long walked and scored his first time up. And he'll strike out. So 4 Ks now from Mambo Cat. He's walked 3. That'll be up Gene Green, the RBI machine. He got an RBI his first time up, or an RBI single. And he strikes out, so back-to-back Ks from Mambo Cat to start the 4th. Mahoney up now, struck out his first time up. And Mambo Cat is going to strike out the size. So Mambo Cat comes back with a 3K inning. Hopefully that'll motivate the Red Sox, get their offense going. Pagaroni up now. He sacrificed bunted his first time out. And he's going to draw a walk this time. So good start for the Red Sox in the 5th. That'll bring up Carroll Hardy, 0 for 1. And possible error check. And it's going to be no error on a throw there, so there's no throw involved when it's hit to the outfield. So Woodlong will make the catch for out number 1. Vic Wertz up now, 0 for 1. Another error check. And Woodlong makes the catch, no error. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox in the 5th. Pumpsy Green strikeout victim his first time up. Range play. And King will get to this one easily. King doesn't have much range, but does get to that one. So halfway through, with the Red Sox being shut out by the Senators, 2-0. Burnside will lead it off for the Senators. Looking for his first hit of the day. And he'll pop one out to Wertz at first, calls for it, and makes the catch. Billy Close up now, 0 for 2 with a RBI. RBI ground out. And this time he flies out to Jensen for out number 2. O'Connell up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. And he's going to ground out to Schilling, over to Wertz. And 1, 2, 3 go the Senators in the 5th. So after 5 full, it's Washington 2 and Boston nothing. And Mambo Cat will hit for himself here. Only one of the runs that he allowed was earned. And it's going to be a ballpark check at Griffith Stadium here in Washington. And that is going to be a fly out to Hinton in center. So 1 gone for the Red Sox in the 6th. That'll bring up Chuck Schilling. He's 0 for 2. And he's going to ground out to 3rd. Klaus up with it over to Long. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox in the 6th. Brings up Yastrzemski. 0 for 2 on the day. Still looking for his first hit. And he's going to draw a walk. So that'll bring up the tying run in Frank Malzone. Malzahn 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to fly out to Woodling and right. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 6th. So through 5.5, the Red Sox continue to be shut out by the Senators 2-0. Marquette back on for another inning of work. Still got plenty in the tank. Each pitcher has only allowed 1 hit so far. Woodling 0 for 2 will come to the plate. And does not strike out, but he'll fly out to Jensen and right for out number 1. Hinton looking for his first hit of the game. And he doesn't strike out. Strikes out a lot, but not this time. Instead, he'll pass Malzahn into left field. It's the second hit of the day for the Senators. One single here in the 6th. Brings up Jim King, who walked and scored a run. Back-to-back hits. And Hinton will move to advance to third. So he runners at the corners with 1 down. Red Sox playing back, hoping to get a double play. And we have Dale Long. First baseman 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And it's going to be a Griffith Stadium check. This could be a double play possibly. And yeah, he'll try to score. He's a 6th runner. Don't go for the second and first double play. Oh, and it looks like the run is going to score. As they do get the force at second, but the return throw is not in time as Long beats it out. And the Senators go up 3-0 now, so a RBI ground out by Long. So Gene Green up now, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Wertz holding on Long. And he strikes him out. So Marquette with 7 Ks on the day. See if the Red Sox can get on the board here in the 7th. Down 3-0. Jensen will lead it off, 1 for 2. And a good start as he draws a walk. Pagaroni sacrificed his first time up and walked his second time up. And it's going to be a range play. And Mahoney's going to get to this one. And he'll go to second for 1, back to first, and they turn 2.
Double play!
So Senators turn the double play. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th for Hardy. Hardy hitless on the day. And he remains hitless as he strikes out. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time here in Washington at Griffith Stadium, with the Senators shutting out the Red Sox 3-0. Marquette out for another inning of work. Mahoney has been up twice and he struck out twice against Marquette. And he'll strike out again. So Marquette has had his number today. Strikes him out for the 3rd time. Burnside up now 0 for 2. And he'll ground one back to Marquette. Flips over to Wertz for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Washington 7th. Brings up Klaus. 0 for 3 with an RBI. Oh, and he is going to take one deep here. And Klaus goes deep. And Washington leads it now 4-0. Action in the Red Sox pen. So that brings up Danny O'Connell 0 for 2 with a walk. And Marquette will strike him out for his 9th K of the day. So Washington tacks on another run and after 7 full leads at 4-0. So the Red Sox, again, after having scored 39 runs in the last 2 games, have yet to dent the scoreboard. Be Wirtz Green in the pitcher spot. I think they're going to lift Mambo Cat when his number comes up in the batting order. So Wirtz 0 for 2. Burnside out on the hill for his 8th inning of work. He's been masterful so far, only allowing 1 Red Sox hit. And that is going to be a base hit. Oh, no, it's not, as O'Connell's going to rob him. So O'Connell with another excellent play to rob Wirtz of a hit. That's going to be up Green. He's 0 for 2 on the day. So Burnside has had some good defense behind him, particularly with O'Connell. See if he can. What's going to happen here? I think he'll get a base hit this time, though. So this time, Mahoney cannot get to it. And it'd be a 1-out single for Green. And that's going to be it from Mambo Cat. And I think we're going to bring in Pete Runnels on the pinch hit. He didn't pinch hit, but he came on to play first later on in the game. So we're going to bring him in. One of their better players. Hitting .305 on the season with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. .317 hitter on the actual season. Even though he is a lefty. And he does not strike out. And instead, he's going to ground into a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. So that is it. The Red Sox cannot score in the 8th. And so we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Mambo Cat pitched the complete game, getting a 2-1 victory in the actual game. So I'll have to pick a reliever here. So we get a lefty and a righty coming up. And Tom Brewer now. We're not going to have him. I guess we'll bring in Tracy Stallard. Stallard will come in to pitch. He's had a kind of a rough start to the season. 0-2 record with a 5.89 earned run average. 10 2/3 innings pitched. 9 hits allowed. 9 walks and 7 strikeouts. So he's had a rough start to the game. Actually had a rough season. As you can see by his 2-7 record with a 4.787 earned run average. 194 walks in 133 innings pitched, so did not have a good season. So he'll face Woodlong to lead it off in the bottom of the 8th. Woodlong 0 for 3 with a strikeout against Mambo Cat. Mambo Cat didn't pitch awful, just was definitely outpitched by Burnside. The Red Sox just cannot generate any offense today. So Woodlong will fly out to Jensen and right for out number 1. Chuck Hinton up now, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he'll fly out to Hardy in center for out number 2. Jim King, 1 for 2 with a run scored. And the Griffith Stadium check here. And that'll be a ground ball to Melzone. Fires across the diamond to Wirtz, and that'll do it for the Senators in the 8th. So the Red Sox down to the last 3 outs. Burnside on to try to close it out. Only allowed 2 Red Sox hits so far. He'll face the top of the order, Schilling, Yastrzemski, and Melzone if anybody gets on Jensen. And Schilling does not draw the walk. Schilling is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. I'm going to make that 0 for 4 as he flies out to Woodlong for out number 1. Yastrzemski 0 for 2 with a walk. And it's going to be a range play. Oh, and Yastrzemski gets robbed by Mahoney this time.
That is a really good play.
So some great defense by by the Senators, especially particularly up the middle with Mahoney and O'Connell. And Yastrzemski is retired. He goes hitless on the day. So, Red Sox down their last out. Frank Malzone 0 for 3 on the day. Burnside trying to get the complete game shutout. And he's going to get hit by a pitch. So the Red Sox not done yet, as Jensen, as one of the 2 Red Sox hits, comes to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk. And that should do it, as he grounds out to Mahoney over to Long. And the Red Sox get shut out by the Senators in Game 1 of the series. After scoring 39 runs in the last 2 games, they cannot even scratch a run across the plate against Burnside. So the Red Sox now 0-3 against the Senators. They drop Game 1 of the series. So let's check out the box score here. So Burnside goes the distance. Gets a complete game shutout. 9 innings pitched, only 2 Red Sox hits allowed. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. 1 hit batsman. ERA, well, can't really go by that, as he hasn't pitched a full season. But anyway, he gets a win. Malbuquet with the loss. Definitely deserved better. Did not pitch horribly. Goes to 1-5 now in the season. 7 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. And 1 home run. Stout came on and pitched a scoreless inning in relief. For the Senators, Klaus was 1 for 2 with 2 runs, 1 run scored and 2 runs batted in. He homered. Danny O'Connell was 0 for 3 with a walk. Excellent in the field though. Saved at least a couple of hits for Burnside, against Burnside. Gene Woodlong 0 for 4. Chuck Hinton 1 for 4 with a run scored. Jim King 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Dale Long 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. With a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Gene Green, RBI machine, 1 for 3 with a RBI. Mahoney 0 for 3, and Burnside was 0 for 3. The Red Sox, not much to go on there, as Jackie Jensen and Pumpsy Green were the only Red Sox hits, both 1 for 3. Yastrzemski, Jensen, and Pagaroni all reached on a walk. Pagaroni with only 1 official at bat, as he sacrificed once and walked once. And the rest of the guys all offers. So not much really to say there, as Pete Burnside holds the Red Sox to 2 hits. So that is it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, as the Red Sox get shut out by the Senators and now fall to 9-13. So they're now 1 game behind their pace. They were 10-12 after this game. And so we'll see if we can make that up tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly how they fared tomorrow, but we'll check that one out. Until then, from Mr. Brody, Miss Mags, and all the crew at Mr. Miller at Higher Ground Gaming, and we will be signing off. So check out our other series too. We have Bob Gronkowski career replay with Inside Blitz Football. We have a Larry Bird career replay with Inside the Paint Basketball. And we have what's the other one? Come on. Can't think of the other one. Oh, Bobby Orr career replay using Inside the Crease Hockey. So check out those series as well as some other stuff we got going on. And if you like these videos, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.